Why are we not live? I don't know if we're live on Facebook
Clap
or not.
on.
Clap on. That's what she said.
Got some clap on you.
Okay. Is that why you have to take those pills?
Mm-hmm. Injections.
Oh man.
Thrice per day.
Got the gonorrhea so tough he's got to take it by fucking injection.
Yeah.
Injection. 9 people in the house. Are we live on Facebook? Is anybody watching this on Facebook? Here, let's see. I was trying to look at the comments, boy. On the mobile thing, it just does not translate well to reading the comments. Let's see here. Here we go. Maybe that'll bring them up. Hopefully we're live on Facebook. Welcome to the show, everybody. We got DIY Shimmy in the house.
How you doing?
And hey, we're doing good. I've been working on my English proficiency this week because I hear they're gonna clamp down on it eventually one day. No,
really?
No, they're not. No. They the sooner we realize they don't give a damn about us, the better off we'll be, I believe.
Yeah. Start doing some things for ourselves.
Exactly. So yeah, 26 people on the house. Everybody hit that like button. We got DIY Shimmy in here tonight. He's been laying low because of the Epstein list and whatnot. So
it was working.
Hey, I always say with enough money we could get Diddy off.
Wouldn't even take money. Probably just some baby oil and.
Well, we got to buy them plane tickets to fly them people in,
Yeah.
It does take a little bit of money. Joe Little's in the house. David Edwards made it in. JD Jeff's in the house. Barry Haberson made it in. DIY Shimmy says, yeah, come on with it. Barry says, where he be at? Sleeping in the fuel island? Yes. So the thumbnail, I took a picture of I was at a TA the other day, and I was walking by the shop, and in one bay was a Super Ego, and in the other bay was an Amazon Prime truck. And I was like, I don't think those two are supposed to coexist, so I had to get a picture of it.
No, it's like trying to push together two same ends of the magnet.
Exactly.
Except for in real life, they don't repel; they smash into each other, and everybody dies.
Millions of dollars of damage.
The truck stop ain't big enough for simultaneous U-turns.
I mean, am I the only one waiting for the federal government to go into Super Ego and do an English proficiency test on the owner?
What do they say? Gonna be a while. You better have a freaking case of Snickers. You're gonna be waiting a while for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't crack down on things we're supposed to in this country anymore. So I got very little faith in anything our government's doing anymore. I don't know if anybody saw the trucker news I put out earlier in the week where I was flapping my arms and screaming about everything, but it really is disheartening. I mean,
I am just had it. I freaking you know when I did that video back in I think it was May. Sean Duffy and stuff. Boy, did I take some shit for that. I think all those people need to apologize to everybody that stood up for these freaking people.
Yeah.
Have you all had enough? How many people got to die? Like, really? For real?
Well, when you say how many people's got to die, do you mean before the government comes out and tells us they don't care about us?
I mean, no, how many people have to die before we're all dead?
Oh, all of us. The numbers, I'm doing the math right now in my head. All of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a real poop show out here. I had a guy today pull up. I pulled out in the middle of nowhere to slide my tandems forward after getting unloaded. And, Foreigner Willie pulls right up behind me. And I'm like, I go back there. I'm like, hey, buddy, I'm trying to slide my tandems back. And that's why I pulled over here in the middle of nowhere. Not so you could, literally pulls 2 foot from the back of my trailer for no reason. And of course, he doesn't know what I'm saying. He's, I'm trying to leave. And I'm like, well, you're going to have to back up and go around, dipshit. I'm trying to do something over here.
Don't just leave here. Drive that sumbitch clear off the fucking Florida Keys. Leave.
Exactly.
Get that last bridge at a high speed.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm over it, man. I'm tired of dealing with these sons of bitches.
No,
Like,
you know what? I love this business. I love being business. I love the chase. I love the hunt. I love the challenge. But I am sick and damn tired of competing against fraud every damn day.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
tired of it. You know, put any challenge in front of me that you want. I'll do my best to overcome it. There ain't nothing I can do to beat this fraud.
No.
And the outright illegality and the bullshit that they're pulling, there ain't nothing you can do to compete with it. You can't compete with them running team loads on a solo driver. Oh, incidentally, a friend of mine told me what they call that, what the brokers call that in the industry. They call it a strong Sergey.
A strong Sergey.
Yeah, an Eastern European that'll run a team load. You know.
Yeah.
You know who should really be pissed about this is team trucks. They've totally destroyed the market for team loads.
Yes, exactly.
For solo rates. So all you team drivers should be super pissed. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of them not maintaining their equipment, you know, because we spend a freaking fortune maintaining these freaking rocket ships on wheels. How much money we put into compliance? I was thinking to myself today, why the hell abide by any rule?
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah. No,
and then I thought, you know what? I guess the reason we do is because we're better than that. But at a certain point, why?
Yeah.
There ain't a rule that they have to abide by that's enforced on them that we aren't. You know, you roll through a way station with low air pressure in a tire and you're put out of service. And this sumbitch can roll through New Mexico not speaking English after a new mandate, and they don't put them out of service. Why? Why should I do any? Why should you do anything?
Well, did you see the video of the first proficiency test out of service from Arkansas? They put out a video about it.
No, I didn't see that one. I think I saw another one.
The DOT officer doesn't even know what to do. He has to call his supervisor to even know what to do.
Yeah, that dude that was in the way station.
Yeah, and then the supervisor doesn't know what to do. It's like, well,
I think the second that phone comes out with the Google Translate, you fail.
Yes, exactly.
It's a good jumping off point.
Yeah, because what if you have an accident where there's no cell service or your cell phone breaks in the crash?
Yeah.
You know?
What if that one-time Google Translate gets it wrong, and all of a sudden you got a corrosive hazmat on load, and Google Translate thought it said, something else, corrective lenses on board. I don't know.
It's true. Stanza Transport's in the house. What's up? Scott Rolla made it in. Travis Fines in the house. I think that's how I say it. No more work visas. Yeah.
Yeah, about that. It's also, we have an English proficiency now that's not being enforced. So it's all just words until it happens.
Exactly.
Say whatever they want. They don't. They'll come out and tell you tomorrow that shit now smells like roses. Does it? You know? No.
Just before we came on this live show, I was reading a USA Today article where Sean Duffy's bragging that now they've put 3,000 of them out of service.
Oh, whoop the freaking do for sure.
3,000 in 2 months. And I love how the USA Today article made it clear that truck drivers do not have to be fluent in English. They just have to be proficient in English.
Okay. We'll start somewhere. All right.
Yeah.
We'll start with proficiency.
Well, it's a major news organization. You know how they're going to have to spin it to, you know.
Maybe we could back up from that and start with, first you have to be here legally and qualify to get a driver's license. How about we just kind of circle back to that first?
Well, you know, I don't want to just pick on the foreigners. I think there's a lot of stupid American-born truck drivers as well. I think we should start with an IQ test.
Yeah, I mean, and hey, if you were born here and you do a U-turn on the interstate and kill 3 people, you get to go to jail too.
Yeah, exactly. Hollywood made it in. DIY, what's up? Hope you're doing well. DIY's been laying low. He was implicated in the Diddy trial. He didn't have to testify, but he went and did it anyway.
No,
and
you're misunderstanding. It's not that I'm on the Epstein list. I have the Epstein list.
Oh, okay. You're sitting on it, literally.
Yeah. It's my back pocket.
Okay. Yeah. I heard you didn't have to testify at the Diddy trial, but you showed up and stood out in front of the courthouse and showed your butthole anyway.
Is a visual presentation.
Exhibit B, if you know what I mean.
Exhibit A.
A to the B right here. Oh man, we got to get back to talking about trucking. People don't like it when we jaw jack.
Yeah, damn greenhorns.
Yeah. So I was pulling this load the other day, and the shipper was taking like 45 minutes to unload it. So I pulled up, closed the doors, drove it all the way back to the receiver. I mean the shipper, and
$5 a mile.
at double the price. I showed
Nice.
them sons of bitches. Let me tell you,
You
because that's
did.
how freighting works. That's how freight works, DIY.
It does.
I seen a video the other day on the internet of a guy that was mad that the DOT put him out of service for a inner wheel seal leak, and then the mechanic showed up and told him, "Yeah, your whole wheel assembly can come off if that doesn't have oil in there and it overheats, or it could catch on fire and burn your truck to the ground." And the guy was like, "Oh, it's that serious?" And I'm like, who the fuck is driving these trucks these days? Like, damn it, boy.
Why aren't they teaching this in CDL school?
Oh man. Yeah.
No, I don't. This guy in Florida, I really don't think they're going far enough. I think everybody from, you could go back to years on this thing. Chase him back across the country. Maybe the DOT cops in New Mexico need to go to jail for not putting this guy off the road. Maybe the state of California for giving him a CDL. Whoever the person is that gave him that freaking CDL needs to go to jail with him.
Yeah.
Maybe the people in Washington that gave him a CDL before that ought to go to jail. Maybe go back to 2019 when he was arrested for being here illegally and then, set free. Maybe they need to go to jail. I don't know. Hell, I'll go Maybe Sean Duffy needs to spend some time in freaking jail. They keep saying, I watched him on the Charlie Kirk show the other day. And you know what? I just because these people are your guy, you put them in, or you liked them and voted for him, you got to be honest and you got to hold these freaking people accountable. You can't say, "Oh, he's my guy, so he's not doing any wrong." No, Sean Duffy's got responsibility in this. And I'm going to tell you, they keep saying, "Well, see, driver's license are a state thing and we got to get the states to follow the law." Bullshit. You can do something about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the same way you get the other states to do other things, you take away their federal funding. So you enforce this tomorrow, or your funding for everything is gone. Your schools, your roads, everything done tomorrow. Yeah. And then, you know what? They have these laws about having authorities and having ghost addresses, and they know where all of them are because they can tell you exactly how many. You go to, Fontana, whatever, Cerritos, California, or whatever the hell that town that was, that had 600 authorities registered to one address. Okay, if you know exactly how many there are, you know who they are. You can count them, you can identify them. You know what you do? You go in there, the little computer up there in Washington, click, authorities, done. At the stroke of a freaking key, you can revoke that authority today.
Yep.
And you already told me you know exactly who they are. So, Sean Duffy, you're wrong. First of all, and you got, like I told you in May, if you continue to let this happen, you got blood on your hands. And brother, you got blood on your hands. And you know what? If my family got killed by these people, I would sue everybody. The DOT, Secretary of Transportation, State of New Mexico, whoever gave them, the authority that gave them the CDL. Like, there would be, I would find a Johnny Cochran type lawyer and sue every level of freaking government that let this happen, right down to the people that didn't deport him when he got arrested for being here illegally.
Yeah, exactly. I would
trillions, and I hope somebody does that.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're not lawyered up, these people. And I would be on every news station like screaming about this. Like,
and they freaking let him go from the scene.
Yeah,
they found him back in California. He's going to flee the country. Are you freaking kidding me? And then on Charlie Kirk, they talked about, Charlie said they got 400,000 non-domiciled CDLs, and Sean Duffy agreed that was correct. If you can count them, you know who they are.
Yep.
Done tomorrow. Shut off, because the CDL is a federal. They could fix this. They like to brag how they're using AI for these things. AI could go out and identify every non-domiciled CDL in this country and deactivate them tomorrow.
Yeah.
So don't fall for this crap of, we got to get the states to be in compliance and to enforce the law. Bullshit.
Yeah, it gets me with the numbers on the side of the truck are federal numbers.
Yep, they can be revoked tomorrow.
And that's where it starts. We know the problems. We know, we know. I mean, you just do a simple address search and find, hey, if it's a mailbox, etc.
Yep.
If there's 600 authorities listed to one address, probably should shut those 600 down. I would think. If
you can tell me exactly how many they are, you can tell me who they are.
Exactly.
Instantly.
Exactly.
And then you know what it is. I'll give them till we're after business hours today, so I'm not going to hold them to doing it today because
Right.
It's 8:16 in Washington right now. But I tell you what, you open for business tomorrow. At probably 8 a.m. Your lazy ass will probably start working about 9:15 with your government job. By 9:20, there ought to be about 400,000 less people on the fucking road.
My thing is they can clean up the homeless encampments in Washington, but they can't get this shit off the road. Like, why don't we clean up the shit on our own roads would be my thing.
And you know what? Stop this nonsense of it's Obama's fault. It's Biden's fault. It's Buttigieg's fault. You know what? Trump was president within the last 8 years too. This goes back a long ways to a lot of different administrations. And stop thinking that it's okay because it's your guy in the office. They're all screwing you. Both sides. And it's going to continue to happen.
Yeah, I look at politics like this. If you're so poor you got to get up and go to work to pay your bills, then you're not rich enough to talk politics. And what I mean by that is none of those politicians care about you. They might say they do, but they don't, because you ain't got enough commas in your bank account.
And they don't care if you live or die.
They really don't.
You're nothing but taxes to be. You're a pocket to be picked.
Yep, that's it.
And a vote to be harvested.
Yeah. Yeah. No, don't get me started on voting. You talking about registering for jury duty? That's all voting is to me. Mm-hmm. Go register for jury duty. Let me get a few more comments in here. Trucking Fly Rabbits in the house. Barry says, evening players. Charles made it in. Here with you, Cash from Georgia. Ooh, I'm in Georgia tonight. I definitely have Georgia on my mind. And by that, I mean that hot little thicky down there at the sipping strip. Woo! Mm-hmm. Come on now, Georgia. Girl took all my money last time I was down there. Of course, her G-string's big enough around. Hell, you could put $250,000 in that son of a bitch right now, I'm telling you.
$250,000 in quarters.
Oh, the only problem is getting your finger under that G-string. It's pulled tighter than how damn high tensile steel. I'm telling you right now.
Trying to break the crust.
Oh, DIY. There's the line. DIY. He don't step over it. He kicks the line, then jumps it.
Yeah. You brought me here.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Scott Rowland's in the house. Been a while. Been working my ass off. Well, damn it, Scott. Don't do that. Travis says Mark Rubio just announced no more truck worker visas.
And Duffy announced they got to speak English, and that ain't happening either. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I am with the government. When I see it, I believe it, and then I only believe half of it when I see it. Roger Berry says, "What's up, Buttercup? Hello from a not so hot Atlanta. Yeah, it rained and cooled down. Yeah, I slept all day. I'm down here in Georgia right now, waiting on a chicken load." Chicken load. So I was hanging out today. Got a little warm, but boy, that rain, it did make it feel nice this afternoon. That was nice. John made it in. Next week will be a hell of a blitz week. I'm not even against it. Like, bring me in. Let me do the English proficiency test.
I say, you know what they ought to do? Just sit there, post up in the way stations, open them, pull everybody in. Everybody that goes in is free to go. Everybody that blows it, maximum penalty.
Yeah.
You bring them in and you pick that shit apart because there's a reason. And they're talking about putting ice in the way stations. Wait, they're nothing. These people don't go in them or they'll go around them.
Yeah, exactly.
What do we think? What are we doing? Put them in the truck stops? There's so many truck stops, but it's like they're
well, it's the whole argument of banning guns. Well, then only the illegal people will have guns. Like, that's what it is, saying you're going to put ice in a way station. You're only going to get the people that are doing things legally at that point. I think if it was me, I would do a little bit of profiling. If you've got a guy holding an AK-47 on the side of your truck, I'm probably going to take a Yeah, I'm going to take a look at you. If you've got some sort of foreign language writing on the side of your truck, I'm going to take a look at you.
Hey, I'm sorry, but if you drive a white Volvo, it's your week, baby.
Wait. Yeah, if you're pulling an Amazon trailer, fucking pull him over. Like, I'm just saying, I kind of know who we should be going after right now.
Yeah.
It ain't that hard to figure out. Gary Cook made it in. Thank you. Chicken Hauler, long time no see, says, hey, hauling a little chicken feed here in Alabama tonight. Well, thanks for listening to the Cash and DIY Shimmy Show while you're delivering that chicken feed. Hey, wait a minute. He's hauling chicken feed. Is he talking about illicit drugs?
He didn't say high speed. It could just be medium or low speed chicken feed.
Okay. He's just hauling a little chicken feed, he says here. Huh. I wonder if he's delivering an 8-ball. Is that code for delivering an 8-ball? I think delivering a little chicken feed is code for I'm shacked up with some hussy and we're snorting up my wallet. We're snorting up all my money. Trucking with T-Bone made it in. Why they getting service, or did they both crash into the shop? Yes, that's true. Super Ego and Amazon in the same shop. I'm not sure they're both there legitimately. Derek made it in. Shop fees in the house. What's up? Trucker Coach sent me, he says. All right, shop fees. Travis in the house. Bro, Rubio just announced no more work visas for truckers. Damn it, I think, don't you truck on a work visa, DIY?
I truck on a work MasterCard.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
from Visa.
I'm a little bit more low budget. I truck on a Discover card.
Fees and whatnot.
I got a bad credit score. I truck on a Discover card.
Trying to get them to take my Macy's card.
They don't take these damn Dave and Buster points either. I can tell you that right now.
Menard's card don't go far at the
TA. Barry says DIY doing the logistics of the whole magnet pole routing or whatnot. # science. Yes. JD Jeff, the government is going with autonomous trucks because they will cry it's for safety. Yes.
Yes. There's a reason they're letting this happen. It probably fits their narrative. They have the narrative of that's what they want. If they'll sell some, get it, then that's what they'll allow. This is being allowed to happen. It's being encouraged to happen. Don't make any mistake about it. This isn't just happening. This was encouraged and allowed and promoted, and this is what we got, and here we are to deal with it.
And you have to understand, for things to work in the government or big business, it just doesn't benefit one person. This benefits all the cronies. So they get cheaper labor, which runs up the profits of trucking, and then it's unsafe. So then they'll get to say, well, now we need autonomous trucks because truckers are unsafe. And honestly, I think a lot of the safety crap they put on trucks nowadays makes it more unsafe.
Oh, without a doubt.
The lane assist and the predictive cruise, all of that it's just a way to get you disengaged from driving the truck.
Mm-hmm.
So Big Rigger 61 says, good morning, gents. How about all these truckers that drive with curtains hiding them while they drive down the road? Who they hiding from? Yes.
Maybe for next week, the only people getting pulled in is people with the feet up on the dash.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if they got a camera sitting up high so they can see down and see if you're wearing flip flops.
A floorboard camera. I like that. It's a good idea. Roger Berry's in the house. They've ruined this industry. That's for damn sure. Alex L says a strong Sergey. Now that's funny. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's going to be my new, cash app. I'm going to change my cash app to $ strong Sergey. Barry's in the house. Tell him your ass, your goat, the USA F-35 Raptor, damn it. Stanza says ice at the weigh station. Yeah. Problem with that is the illegal assholes don't go into weigh stations. So
there's summertime. That ice is going to melt in like minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Is it dry ice?
I was going to say, can we get dry ice at the truck stop at the weigh station?
Alex L says, just like on the CDL skills test, the second you through the red or yellow valves, you fail. There you go. Friends in the house, cool dudes on the planet. Thank
Problem
you.
is they're not taking any skills tests. You come
Yeah.
over with a non-domiciled with some phony baloney certificate from your home country. That's all you need.
Yeah. Transfer that right into a license. I mean, you can go straight from New Delhi to New York with nothing but a transfer of a piece of paper.
Yep. Well, yeah. I'm glad they put out that 400,000 number. I'm gonna go with that. Sean Duffy
Yeah.
didn't object to it. So go hell, even if they're wrong by 50% and it's 200,000, could you imagine having 200,000 trucks off the road next week? That would be hey, everybody that books their own freight, runs off the load board, blah blah blah. There is no shortage of freight right now. You take away the son of a bitches that aren't supposed to be here doing this.
Yeah.
This market would be just fine.
Yeah.
Don't you go before you go blaming brokers or your carrier. Take care of the son of a bitches that aren't supposed to be here and aren't supposed to be doing this. We would be in a fantastic trucking market. This is diluted out by fraud.
Yeah. People not paying insurance, people having illegal truck drivers, MCs that shouldn't exist.
Exactly.
All of that.
Are
you saying
this wasn't a thing before COVID? COVID really effed up this market, this trucking, because that's where when most of this stuff started. You didn't have all these pop-up companies, and you know what? That's over, and now they need to go.
Yeah,
they didn't need to be here then either.
Right. Yeah. Now we know the problem. Are you saying if they would get rid of all this illegal bullshit, the heat map would look better?
Blame it on the heat. There was a Milli Vanilli song, "Blame It on the Heat Map," I believe.
Blame it on the heat map. Yeah, yeah.
It's been falling.
Oh man. Gary Cook says, "Close California. Stupid will stop." Yes.
No, it's migrated too much.
Yeah.
There's stupid coming out of Texas now. There's, you still, Oregon and Washington still exist, so that's a problem.
Yeah. David Edwards, Exhibit I. Ooh. Barry wants to know, is that Diddy list a slippery list? Is it come pre-lubed?
Yes.
Steven's in the house. What's up? David Edwards, he says, give them the firing squad. I ain't against it. We need a little something in this country to wake people up.
Show them who works for who.
Barry says, get them arrested, Officer DIY Shimmy.
Why not? Why? Why are government employees above the law? Why?
Yeah, it's true.
They're no different than me and you.
Well, here's the thing. If a government employee stole, embezzled money, they wouldn't be above the law because they're fucking with the government's money.
Right.
But they can do a shit job all they want.
But they can ignore the law or violate the law or break the law. Nothing ever happens to them. You or I do it. We'll end up under the prison.
Yeah, it's true. Incredible Bulk says 3 different states need to be liable for billions of dollars in wrongful death suits. Yeah, I agree. I don't see why the states are above it if they issue the license.
Let's not. Okay, so I hold them primarily responsible. The government is first and foremost responsible for this on many different levels, local, state, federal, FMCSA, whatever. But why not keep going? Why not start? We don't hold shippers and receivers accountable for any freaking thing. Not for detention, not for not having bathrooms, the bullshit that they pull. They continue to load these people. They put that load on that guy's trailer. They need to be accountable for it. If the broker can be if C.H. Robinson can be responsible for a driver having an accident and killing somebody as a broker, why can't, I don't know, whoever the hell loaded this guy be responsible for loading somebody? He didn't speak, granted, assuming he loaded the load and not somebody else, he didn't speak a lick of English and they loaded him anyway. They know it's law. You have to follow certain rules as a shipper. It's not a excuse of ignorance. Why are they need to be held accountable as well?
It's true.
The carrier that put them to work. Maybe you know what? Maybe we need to make you got your hearing and eyesight as part of your DOT physical. Maybe you need to read a 3rd grade level book to show you speak English. How can you
True.
wait a minute? How do you pass an eye test if you don't know the alphabet and you can't read that eye chart to the eye doctor?
Uh, That's a good point. That's a good point.
Are physicals being falsified?
I
Admit that they are.
no, shh.
Sorry, was that out loud?
We calm down, DIY. We don't want to go
All right,
too far with
nothing
this.
calm about this. I'm finally getting it out. I'm getting this. I've been carrying this stress, and it's time to release it because I hadn't been live on my own channel. So I'm going to come on yours and talk 9 miles of shit about everything.
And that's why I brought you on. I mean, I wrote down a list of trigger words earlier, just so when DIY is on, I can go non-domiciled CDL ? Fake insurance certificates ?
Dude, there ain't a thing legitimate about any of this. And you know what? It's I'm in a unique. I'm not better or worse than anybody else. Not better, but I'm in a unique position with what I do, where I see every side of this, except for I'm not a shipper or receiver.
Yeah.
And I've developed close friends that are in very much in these positions, and we talk all the time, and it's literally bullshit from top to bottom. Everything, all of it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's frustrating. We're out here. We're out here looking stupid trying to compete against it.
Well, the thing that bummed me out was the Florida Turnpike guy. They let him go, and the U.S. Marshals had to go get him.
How do you get to leave the scene?
Exactly. That's what I thought. You kill 3 people and you're free to go.
You're illegal. Aren't we out harassing the whole state of California to round up people that are here? And you got one right there in front of you that just killed 3 people, and you're just going to let them walk? You're going to tell them to go to a hotel and then go back to California? What in the hell are we doing?
Like, that hotel should have bars on the windows. I mean, fuck, what are we doing? Scott Rolla says, this is why I vote for DIY for president. Woo!
President of what, though?
The local VFW, maybe.
Okay.
Alex says, I saw a strong Sergey try to fight a USA truck driver in the Tennessee Gorge the other day because he wouldn't let him around. Everyone threw the cones. He almost took out the rest of my mirror. Yeah. It's funny. I'm not just picking on Super Ego, but I had one last night, man. He was in such a rush to get around the guy in front of me. He was like swerving in and out with bright lights on, bright lights off. And I'm like, you dumbass, he's in a governed truck. Like, he's got a couple mile an hour on me. He's passing, it's just whatever. It's like, calm the fuck down a little bit. But, he's in a brand new Kenworth with the fairings all bent up and shit. And I'm just like, there's your problem right there. I guarantee you there's a lot of illegal shit going on there. What's up with Super Ego? How do you lease an authority to an authority, DIY?
The whole operation they have there is bullshit. It is illegal. And they just continue to do it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I know you're the encyclopedia of trucking. You got to tell me, how do I lease an authority to an authority?
You don't. And the way they say they're doing it is they're brokering them freight. But that freight is not. So if I have a load tendered to me from a broker, it comes to my carrier, right? It's tendered to my carrier's name and MC number. If I have a brokerage, I can't take that. Even if I have a guy that's he's pulling my trailer, right? His own authority pulling my trailer. I can't give him that load. It wasn't tendered to my brokerage. Like, that load has, and their whole load board is nothing but brokered freight that came from another broker. The whole model is wrong.
Yeah.
Like, the whole structure, they're 5 different companies and their holding company. Ain't none of it done right.
Yeah.
But nobody cares. There's just a whole structure set up to rip people off. But people, they seem to love it. I guess I can't get enough of it because I can't get freaking drivers to save my life, and they got all they can handle.
Are you offering new Kenworths for $700 a week?
Let me rephrase that. No, I am not setting you up to fail from the first day. and strapping you with a truck payment that you will never be able to afford.
I love their truck payments are very reasonable, because you're getting the most base model truck ever, number one. And then number two, they're going to cut those rate cons so bad. They're going to make so much money off of that.
Yeah,
That's what people don't understand about companies like that. Yes, they give you...
Find a reason to fire you before you complete the lease.
Yeah, they give you a deal on a truck because they're going to rip you off on the freight. Like, hello? Mm-hmm. I mean, what company's going to lose money on a truck? It's honestly,
hey.
It's honestly, if you look at it, it's the reverse of Prime. Prime gives you no money on the load, and they make their money on the truck. Yeah. Super Ego makes nothing on the truck, takes half the damn rate con. I had a guy email me the other day from Super Ego, and he said that he pulled a load off of their load board, and I think he told me it paid $4,700 or $4,800 or something like that. It was like a cross-country multi-stop run. He done the load, got his paycheck, and it paid $4,100 on his paycheck. And he called him and he said, hey, when I agreed to this load, it said $4,700 and you paid me $4,100 on this. And they were like, yeah, it must have been a typo on the load board. Not our responsibility.
Can't do that.
Yeah, he said he quit, but I'm like, yeah, that's what you got to do in a situation like that. When someone's ripping you off and you can't trust them, it's, people ask me about my carrier. They're like, how do you know they're not, doing editing rate cons or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know 100%. There's no way to know 100%. But I said, you just got to get a feeling for the people. You got to,
you got to learn, build trust.
Yeah.
Build relationship.
Are they charging me $1,000 for some rusty tire chains that look like they've been used for the last 3 years? It's do I have to buy my load bars through them? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trevor's in the house. Look at these Giga Chads. Ooh, I'm going to take a Giga Chad as a good thing, right?
Change my screen name.
Sounds like a guy that gets a lot of poontang. I'm just saying. I agree with DIY. Go after everyone, top to bottom. He's talking about sex.
Oh.
Well. He's talking about you at the gay 90s.
No.
He goes after tops and bottoms. That's DIY Simi.
I don't think so.
He likes them strong top and party bottoms, he said. Sorry, DIY. I didn't bring you on to throw you under the bus. It's just an added bonus. Scott says, get the hammer on them. Yeah, I guarantee you if,
I would have the sledgehammer, the jackhammer, the tack hammer, the ball peen hammer, the dead blow hammer, every tire hammer, every hammer you could dig out of existence.
You damn right.
On these some bitches.
I would get the California hammer on them for issuing the license. I'd get the Florida hammer on them for not arresting that dumbass. And all that stuff. I mean, that blew my mind when I heard they didn't arrest him. I'm like, what are you talking about? He killed 3 people.
Everybody walks away from that.
Yeah, just walk away. Which, I've said it for months, maybe even years now. If you want to kill someone in the U.S., there's no better way to go about it than with a semi-truck. I mean, thou shalt not kill. But if you got to, it seems like you do it with a semi-truck. You get a little, walk away.
Isn't that Peterbilt's new logo? Thou shalt not kill. But if you're gonna do it in a Peterbilt.
Yeah, you damn right.
I will give Florida this though. They went after this guy to bring him back from California. ICE was going to deport him. I guess they sent marshals to get him.
Yeah.
I think they're going to let him take him back because Florida has the death penalty.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why they let him. Well, California has a death penalty, but they couldn't prosecute him because it didn't happen there.
Yeah.
But I wonder, interesting. And DeSantis ain't playing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he's going to see to it. But then again, words.
Yeah.
Words.
Yeah, exactly. Truck drivers in the house says states giving out non-domicile CDL should lose their highway funding.
Lose everything. Everything.
Yeah. Trucker Joe says no U.S. passport, no CDL. Ooh, I gotta renew my passport. That's a reminder.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting the real ID. They can suck it on the real ID. I'm just got a passport, and that's all I'm doing.
What's the point? It's just another stupid piece of ID that nobody's gonna abide by. You ever get a TWIC card? What the most useless piece of shit ever.
Yeah.
For $100 and some bucks, and go through all these background checks, and nobody even freaking looks at it. And half the places you still got to have an escort, and they still charge you money. What a useless thing.
Yeah. Double down, trucker says preach. All right, we trying. Fat bald guy says Florida let the street pooper get away. Floridians are expert voters. Yes. Double down says only the blitz week I won't be worried about. Yeah, this will be the one blitz week I'm not worried about. Yeah.
You know what? You know what I think too on blitz week? I think that the following week they should bring in just as many trucks and check and see if you worked last week.
Yeah.
If you stayed home last week, you automatically get an inspection.
That's true. I mean, I stayed home one blitz week because I had a vacation planned. I actually didn't realize it was blitz week. It just so happened to time out that way. But I'm not ducking any kind of inspections or anything. It's like if they want to find something, they're going to find something. But I try to, financially, I try to keep things running right and working right. It's
keep your license clean.
Yeah. Well, hell, just the money of getting things repaired on the roadside and whatnot. So, Scott says, Cash, didn't you say no more chicken loads once? What's going on? I've probably done about 40. That. I've done about 40 of them since then. I have no constitution and no will. If you show me money, I will show you
whatever you want to see.
I'll show you whatever you want to see. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I looked for something else coming out of Georgia, but I got a Georgia to Minnesota load for $2,400, and here we are, chicken load Willie. Just what I got to do. Alex says, Cash, you haul so much chicken, gonna have to change your business name to Chicken Express. Yes. Ooh. There was a time there where about every third load was a chicken load. So, yeah, it's whatever. I say, I'm never going to sleep with, only hot women for the rest of my life. Maybe I should say I'm never going to win the lottery again. Because apparently once I say I'm not going to do something, that's all I do. So, yeah, I got chicken fingers, that's for sure. John Doe says 10-4 good buddies. Double down trucker says, yeah, let's not forget about the Russians. They're a little more harder to spot, LOL.
If you got a keen eye, if you're trained with a keen eye, you look for leisure suits.
Yep.
Medallion necklaces.
Yep. Jesus piece.
Right. Feet up on the dash. Perhaps, the top, that windbreaker jacket unzipped halfway down, right, with maybe a wife beater underneath.
You don't even need all that.
No,
you just look at the flip flops, the thickness of the sole of the flip flops.
True. Russians
like a thick sole on the flip flop, because of Siberia and whatnot.
Yes. What was I thinking?
The Africans, see, they like the little thin ones because
faster than the lions.
Exactly. You know how fast a cheetah is?
You got to outrun a gazelle, so he gets the gazelle instead.
Yes. You don't have to outrun the gazelle. You just got to trip it and knock it over. Jerome Brown says, companies that pay 50 cents and charge me $350 a week for truck insurance. How about that, DIY?
What, a company driver paying a truck insurance?
Yeah, because it's 1099 company driver.
50 cents on a 10, and you lost. So you lost your job, but brother, you need a job because like I need drivers, and I pay you more than that, and I'm not going to charge you truck insurance, and I'll pay you on a W-2.
Yeah,
If you're
that's what
if you're
kills
if
me.
you're at a decent record and you're just looking for a job, email me DIYsim@yahoo.com.
Say that again. Somebody put that in the chat for later, please, if you could. Type in DIYsimi@yahoo.com. If you're looking for a job, if you've got a crappy 1099 job with a company that you think might be going out of business when they start cracking down on all this crap, how about you go to work for a legitimate company and email DIY Simi?
But realize, like, somebody can't pay you 70 cents a mile on a W-2. It doesn't work that way. They're paying you that much because you're getting screwed on the back end on a 1099. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but 50 cents on a W-2 would be a pay raise because you wouldn't be paying the 7.25% taxes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that. So let's talk about truck drivers and jobs, DIY. What's a good thing to do? Say I fill out an application. I get approved by your insurance. You like how I talk. You like my vibe. I get you to set me up on a way up there to Wisconsin where you're going to put me in a truck and get me some work. Let's say something happens where I can't come this week and we've talked about it. What should I do?
Hell, you could text me and say, I can't make it this week. Could we reschedule for next week?
Okay.
You could send me an email, say, hey, something came up. I can't make it this day. Could we do it another day? And we'd be, yeah, man, that's great. Let's do that. What we prefer you not do is just fucking ghost me. After I put all that time and effort into your background checks and paying for everything and all that, and finding a ride or whatever, and then you don't show up.
Yeah.
And I never hear from you again. Or I hear from you, hey, something came up. I got to come next week. And then you don't show up again.
Uh-huh.
And then you don't. You know what?
Yeah.
Have the common courtesy to say, man, I changed my mind. Like, I'm going to stick with the job I got or whatever. Ghosting people is a bitch move. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had like 7 people in a row ghost me, dude. Oh, or if we set it up for you to get picked up and come up here for orientation and stuff like that, maybe halfway up here, don't pull a knife on my fucking driver and threaten to cut his throat, because you're going to get dumped on the side of the road. So don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh,
and don't ghost me. And chances are we're probably going to communicate. Other than that, hey, we can work through a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's, we're flexible like that.
Okay. I got a couple super chats here. I'm not able to put them up on the screen right now. Normally I like to put the super chats up, but I got still working on this this mobile version of StreamYard here. Chris Reed with a $2 super chat says, is $2,000 a week too much for a company driver on a W-2?
You'll find that maybe at FedEx or UPS or one of your LTL companies, but for like over the road, that's a tall order, son. That's a very tall order.
I think it's something to work towards. I mean, I don't think you're going to start off at that.
Not every week, because of how freight works.
Yeah, exactly, and hours of service. At 60 cents a mile, that's 3,300 miles. So, you're going to hit that some weeks, but you're not going to hit it consistently every single week because you're going to want to go home and things like that. But it is possible. It's just, probably not starting pay, in my opinion. Chris Reed also $5 super chat says, is a company driver putting company out of business because they want too much money?
It's an expense like anything else. I mean, you got to understand, like, there's only so much money to go around, and trucking companies got to constantly find a different way to slice that pie to get your piece of the pie. And rates are down. This is not a favorable trucking market. Like, we're not where we were 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Got to understand that. Like, if the money isn't there, they can't pay you, right? So, and you can price yourself out of a job just like you can price yourself out of anything. So you
Right.
got to understand, like, these companies paying 70 cents a mile, 80 cents a mile on dry van spot market freight, like some of these Russian companies are doing. I'm here to tell you, the money isn't there for that. There's some there's some shit going on there. That's some shady stuff there.
Well,
Uh,
they've already had to change. Like Jerome Brown there that I read that comment about. He was making more like 70 cents a mile when freight was hot.
yeah,
And then when freight was not so hot, they cut his pay from 70 cents down to 50 cents and then started charging him $350 a week for insurance.
yeah,
Like
that's crazy.
not
Employees
health
should never pay
insurance.
that.
Not health insurance, truck insurance.
Yeah, you can't charge a company drivers for truck insurance.
And so if you're working for a shady company like that, I do recommend, reach out to DIY Semi. He can probably get you a set of DIY Semi flip-flops for orientation. I'm just saying.
You get a fancy hat.
There you go.
You get a snazzy hat.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. I'll work myself to death for a free hat.
Fun fact, just had a family, like, I love a hat collection. I got a couple hundred hats. Just had a family member pass away a few months ago with a sizable hat collection. Yeah, guess who's getting that hat collection? This guy.
Me?
This guy already inherited about 35 old school gas cans. Love me a pre-emissions gas can.
Yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Mark M's in the house. DIY doing his part. Yeah, that's right. Mark M says now they teach how to change the channel on XM radio in CDL school. DIY.
Nice.
Trevor says get rid of the turbans. Oh man, I wish I would have ordered my turban. That would have been a great time to wear my turban during this show. JD Jeff says, what's the deal with Facebook groups selling MC numbers with contracts attached? Some dude on TikTok had the same thing about it. Yeah. You can do that.
There's no guarantee once you buy that MC number that contract's going to stick with you. They have no
Right.
obligation to. It's just it's bait and switch. And number two, that's how these freaking companies are surfing MC numbers so fast.
Yeah.
Like, let's stop that. That doesn't need to happen.
Hey, why pay an actual legitimate insurance company thousands of dollars a month when you could just go on Facebook and print off a insurance certificate?
Yeah.
Barry says, can we get back to shaking our corn buckets at the TA? Come on. Shuka.
Sweet.
Hey, I'm just telling you, that's how I got that little Georgia girl to come dance for me the other day. I took my, what I do is I take a pack of Tic Tacs and I dump the Tic Tacs out and I put 4 kernels of feed corn in it. And that's my mobile corn bucket.
Yeah. I don't really call it dancing. All she could do is jump around because she only had one leg.
She was like a tidal wave. She would start shaking over here, and then before you know it, it would migrate across the ocean. And
she's like a lopsided kangaroo.
Oh man, Gary says there's a lot of stupid in Chicago too. Yeah, exactly. Scott Rolla says DIY. Are you factoring receivables? Question mark.
Now you've done it. Now you've done it, Scott. I've
got to find the DIY coffee mug with the little factor receivables attached to it. Kevin's in the house says, hey, Cash, Mark from Trucking Answers has not posted anything in a while. Is he okay? Do you know? I have no idea. I don't really communicate with Mark. We've emailed back and forth a couple times, but yeah, I haven't heard nothing from him in a while. Beer Gut Boomer says, diet, get that blood pressure down. Yes. I watched a thing the other day where a doctor was correlating high blood pressure is more tied to diabetes than the amount of salt in your diet. And I was like, yeah, I could see that. You get that diabetes, you get that thick blood full of sugars and whatnot.
Sweet blood.
Yeah. Cents per mile says I averaged 6.8 a mile all week this week. Market is completely garbage. 6.86. Is that his fuel economy? Red Stars in the house. They call every day offering me a job. Yeah. You ever get any calls from them Indian fellers DIY?
Tired of it. You know what I'm really sick of? These people blowing up my email all day with names of 17 consonants in a row, and then threatening me about not tracking when the tracking is obviously working, and calling me on the phone, trying to be an authority figure over me. You don't even know what a freaking truck looks like, buddy. Tell me about tracking and checking, wanting to know every little step. We had one yesterday. You can ask Fate Trucking about this. Try to tell him where he had to park.
Wow.
He got unloaded at a place and he was finishing up his break there. And the broker had the nerve to tell him, we prefer you go park at a truck stop. I said, we ain't violating the hours of service for you. We can park wherever the hell we want to park. You take your load and shove it up your ass. I could tell you hold on, I'll tell you the person's name. Interesting name. It was Alvid, how do you say this? Alden Arietta. Wherever the hell that's from. Alden. Don't need no more out of you.
No. Gary Cook says companies that hire illegals should be held liable as well. The problem with that is those companies are fly-by-night bullshit anyway, and they'll just shut down and start a new one tomorrow. That's why I think this has got to start at the top. This has got to start at the federal level of shut the MCs down.
We don't need any more rules. The rules are already there for all of this. They don't enforce a damn thing. Remember, like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, they had that rule of we're going to make it harder for people to do chameleon carriers, and you're going to have a legitimate address. Now it's worse than ever. It is worse than ever with these addresses. Like 600 at one address. Come on.
You get you a new authority, and they don't even come out and do an inspection of your site anymore. And you think this is a problem?
That's another thing they could do. They say they don't have the manpower to do on-site inspections. You have the manpower to go through with AI and see about addresses.
Okay. I hear me out on this. Make the carrier pay for the initial inspection. Make it a fee.
Yeah. It's pretty cheap to get an authority.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's just say your initial inspection cost you $150. That way we can afford to have more DOT officers going out and inspecting these people. And that would shut a lot of this down because these people know they don't have a legitimate address, so they wouldn't be able to get another MC.
No. How about, you don't have the manpower, use your fancy ass drones, send them out and do a site inspection.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
It's a cop out. They got the money for whatever they want to do.
Yes.
But we'll probably go do DOT inspections over in Iraq. Make sure everything over there is safe and they got the best freaking roads on the planet.
But Gary Cook says companies that hire illegals should be held liable. I will say this: if you cause a major accident, I think maybe we should time out you until we figure out what's going on. Like this Hope Transit or Hope Transport or whatever.
How the hell are they still operating?
Can you imagine? Like all the illegal shit they got going on, and they're still out here hauling freight.
That should be enough evidence for anybody that they do not take any of this seriously. Any of it.
Alex Elf says, Cash, Giga Chad is a popular meme among Gen Zers and such. Oh, I'm assuming it's a good thing. Anytime someone tries to insult me, or if I think it's an insult, I just take it as a compliment because, hell, Giga Chad sounds pretty badass. I mean, that sounds like a dude that gets mad punani. Like,
he's all up on the technologies and whatnot.
He's like a guy that has
he's a keyboard wizard. That's what he is.
Yes, exactly.
As well as a pinball wizard.
Yeah, he looks like a type of guy that has seen that. God, I can't remember. What's the girl from Halloween that's got the boobs that everybody's talking about?
Jamie Lee
Curtis. Yeah, he seems like a guy that would get some of that sick Jamie Lee Curtis wrinkled mouth. Woo!
You're gonna
Hell
kill
yeah.
me. You're gonna kill me.
Pop them teeth out, baby. Let me get some of that wrinkle mouth. Oh, Gary Cook says you can't fix stupid. Oh, hey, this show is a prime example. If you can't fix stupid,
It needs to be exterminated.
Oh, hey, this is the 572 live show. I mean, we figured out you cannot fix stupid. It's fact.
No.
Come like the way says, dang, land here to hear news. Yeah, we talk about trucking, some jaw jacking. Remote viewer says you better bring the Kim Kardashian hammer. She has a soft spot for road terrorists. Yeah, I thought about that. Kardashian's she's gonna put on some frequent flyer miles if she's trying to fly around the country and defend all these assholes these days. There's too many of them.
Yeah.
Florida wops ours. DeSantis wears Gene Simmons boots. I heard an interview with Gene Simmons the other day. A little side note here, and he had one of the smartest things I've ever heard. You know, he's a true entrepreneur, and he said if he was a young woman today, he would get rich by just get married and then get a divorce every 3 years. Just get married, get divorced, get married, get divorced.
Maybe have a OnlyFans on social media.
Yeah,
to attract your newest victim.
Alex L says max sentence for manslaughter is 20 years per count. There you go.
Will it be manslaughter though? I think they're going to charge him with murder.
I mean, it was premeditated. You know what I mean? Like he knew when he did that he was doing some shit he shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Driving a truck without a CDL, like I think he should get the max of whatever.
Just if nothing else, because of his facial expression, he had no concern or regret or anything. Deadpan facial expression never changed. Walking around like nothing really happened.
Peter says, what's happening here? Oh, not much. We're talking about trucking and Jamie Lee Curtis's mouth.
Teeth in or out?
Oh, out for sure. I mean, maybe we start with them in, but yeah, we're finishing with them out. I'll pull the effer grip right out of that mouth. I promise.
Throw some. What is it? The Dannon yogurt. What the hell's the yogurt?
The Activia.
Activia.
Yeah.
When it was active. Well, no, that's a little too bad for this show.
Hey, don't worry. I got the probiotic just for her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like the way it says, wheels and feathers, come on. Scott Rose says, I've been doing a lot of work out of the ports lately hauling pineapples. I swear I could show a baseball card instead of a Twit card. Yeah, exactly. They don't care. Barry says, Cash has depleted Georgia of nearly all of its chickens. Yeah, man, you just got to wonder about the chicken industry. I mean, how many chickens are out here to be killed these days? Peter says, shorts and sandals on a construction site. Yeah, come on with it. I love the ones that wear the little teeny tiny plastic dollar store flip-flops when they do flatbed.
In the winter.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I can barely stand on a wet flatbed to begin with, and he's up there in flip-flops just, all over the place. And I'm like, that son of a bitch was born to be on a flatbed. Just too bad he ain't got no boots. Beer Gut Boomer says, I had a buddy at work lost his medical card to high blood pressure, $15 per hour cut to go from driver to yard jockey, lost his seniority. Also lucky to not be laid off. Big LTL. He was making 83 cents per mile on a W-2.
It's got to be what, UPS or something, huh? One of them LTL companies.
Yeah. Big LTL. It says. Thanks again for the super chats. I do appreciate them. Everybody, if you want to send a super chat, go right ahead. Nobody's going to stop you. Peter says, yeah, you find a unicorn before you find a good driver, DIY.
I got to say, I have some good drivers. I will say that. Like, you're going to strike out here and there, but I'm blessed. I have some ones that do a really good job. I'll never tell them that because I can't have them thinking that they're going to get more money out of me or something. But you can find good ones.
Yeah, they're out there, and
it's hard. It's hard, and it's maybe 1 out of 30.
Yeah, and it's truck drivers are a shifty bunch. You think you got a good one, and then one day he's gone. Like no warning, no nothing. So, you appreciate them when you got them. That's for sure. If you find a good one you can tolerate. Alex says, "Sorry, DIY. Us Zoomers are generation ghosters."
Yeah.
It's
but you're also generation texters. So shoot a guy a text.
Yeah. Well, they probably Snapchatted you, DIY.
I did. One of my drivers made me get into Snapchat. I had to delete it. The damn thing just won't shut up.
Yeah.
It won't.
I hate that it
notifications.
I hate that it deletes the text. It's like if I go back 3 weeks later and I need to see an address or something and it's gone and I got to ask them again. I'm like, I told all my family, if you want to get a hold of me, you got my phone number. And if you don't got my phone number, take a damn hint already.
Yeah. There you go.
Sean Fairman says, DIY is a funny guy. Yes, DIY is the sleeper. He's the straight guy in this comedy bit. And when the straight guy hits a joke, it's like a fucking smash hit, Beer Gut Boomer says, I mean, hey, I take it you're the straight guy in this DIY. I mean, I'm over here talking about I'm talking about Jamie Lee Curtis's wrinkled mouth, like I'm definitely not the straight comedy guy. And I mean straight by like zany. Zany. I don't mean zany's not a good word either. Zesty. No, don't go zesty. I'm going down a hole here.
That's what she said.
I feel like I'm in a manhole here. I can't get out.
Yeah, you must quit. You're not helping yourself.
Beer Gut Member says, I make 94 cents a mile at Estes. Running team, the loads are minimum $5 per mile, often $10 per mile. LTL is different. Yeah,
it is different.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. That's a good. That's a good living right there. But you know what? Somebody is going to come along and say that's not enough, and there's crap. There's enough money. You know what? You're gonna have a great life. Yeah.
Ride that. If you're in that position, ride that as long as you can. That is amazing money for being a company driver.
Be grateful every day. It's your choice. It's your choice to be happy or miserable. Choose gratitude, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something missing from this trucking thing is gratitude.
Yeah. And $10 a mile in LTL is not uncommon because of the network you have to get that $10 a mile.
Right.
The property you have to own, the equipment you have to own.
It's an expensive operation. It's an expensive business model.
Yeah, that's why you see LTL. Normally, they either get really big or they go out of business because either you got it working or you don't have it working. And it is hell of expensive if it ain't working. I noticed Swift Transportation bought AAA Cooper about 2 years ago now. They were really wanting to buy more LTL. I wonder what stopped them. Money. Wonder maybe that ain't doing as good as they thought, or maybe just the.
I wonder if they were thinking they would get LTL done for cheap.
Yeah, maybe
that's not going to happen.
Nope, you got guys like Beer Gut Boomer making 94 cents a mile.
That's right.
It's a little different. I'm pretty sure Swift probably thought they were going to integrate that with their truckload and get those truckload guys to haul that for a little of nothing.
That's what I'm thinking.
And that's probably not working the way they thought it was. If you want a guy to be dedicated and show up to work every day and put in the work and do a good job, you got to pay them something. Like, you can't run the Swift mentality on a hard ass job like LTL.
Well, you pay them, and then you charge them back for the truck insurance and the fuel, and all the other stuff. Yeah.
Barry says,
Hey,
"Wow,
I'm paying $1 a mile to company drivers, but I'm charging you back for the fuel and the insurance and the truck payment."
Not really, everybody. He's joking. If you want
no,
a good,
I am charging you for. I'm going to charge you for that.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then. Barry says, "Wow, it's hard to work for DIY. No ghosting, and I have to be a decent person." He says he gonna call Super Ego instead.
They only take WhatsApp.
Yeah, exactly. James West agrees with us 100%. That's rare you find somebody that agrees 100%. So that's a good one. I'm glad we got James West on board. Everybody smash that like button for me if you could. 68 people in the house. I don't know how many likes we got, but probably not enough. So if you could smash that for me, I'd appreciate it. Beer Gut Boomer says XPO teams are at 96 cents a mile and Old Dominions are at 95 cents a mile. Yeah. And there you go. There you go. And if they got 1/10 of 100th of a mile an hour on you, by God, they're going to step out and try to pass you. I promise.
And they cut you off because they're about to miss the ramp to the terminal.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how many times I've had UPS do that to me down in Chicago.
Yeah, they kill me with that. I like to run nights here lately. I've been running a lot of nights, and the last 2 nights I ran, and it never fails. Old Dominion's got 1/10 of 100 of a mile an hour on you, and by golly, he's gonna step her out there and he's gonna give it everything it's got for 24 miles. And then we come to one downhill, and I speed up, and I'm gone. And it's just like, sorry, buddy, I got to wait. I need the free energy. I'm letting her roll.
Right.
But Beer Gut Boomer Southeastern's at 98 cents for top. Alex says, I did team for a while at 94 cents a mile. It's good money, but it's a rough life. Yeah, you're earning that money. Yeah. I always tell people in trucking, there are no freebies in trucking. If you're getting money in trucking, you're earning that crap. Like, no company just says, hey, we're going to pay you really good for no good reason. Like, I think Yellow did that. And let me check the Yellow stock price real quick. Beer Gut Member says, yep, same co-driver for 7 years. They got 2 million miles together. Damn it.
Nice.
Damn it. Midwest Mike says, I don't need to make top dollar, but I need to be able to run my way, and that's why I bought my own truck. There you go. Alex L says, I just added a Quick Trip hat to my collection. Boy, they think a lot of their damn hats over there at the Quick Trip. I looked at them, $25 for a hat. I'm like, what? What? Of course, I got highway robberyed into buying this one at the TA.
What is that?
I don't know. It's like a bear with a scope on it or something. I don't know. I either had to pay for parking or spend $25 in the store. So I bought this stupid hat. I'd rather have a hat than nothing, I always say. Beer Gut Boomer sold his truck in 2009, drove that U-turn accident Tuesday morning. It's a 50 yards south of the 172 mile marker on the Florida Turnpike. Alex says, if we need cash and DIY to dress up as Mr. Singh and Strong Sergey for Halloween.
See, there's no disguise. You never know. They look just like everybody else.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Ralph's Trucking's in the house. What's up, Ralph? Thanks for coming in. And Incredible says, noticed a big trend of passing a truck and they have the front curtain completely covered the driver's side window. Yes.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Or the passenger side. How you changing lanes, bro?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't give it away.
You don't need no mirrors for U-turns.
Well, see, I keep my curtains pulled up because I don't give it away. When I jerk off onto OnlyFans, you're not getting it for free, so I got to close that curtain.
Keep the glare down.
Exactly. 18 Wheelers is DIY giving out driver referrals. I know a bunch of drivers about to be looking for a job. Durka. You had me until Durka. And now I'm a little suspicious.
Yeah.
So Stanton Baja says, I'm an Indian and I close the curtain. Those Indian dispatchers and their, excuse me. I'm an Indian and I curse those Indian dispatchers in their language. Damn it.
Can I run a quick English proficiency test on you?
Shafi says, what about broker transparency? I think we got bigger problems. I think we got bigger problems.
He's trying for the trigger.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying we got bigger problems right now. Give me 1 second. Let me kick an APU on DIY.
All right. I'll hit the comments. Ralph's Trucking says they talk about ice at weigh stations. Yeah. You know what? Don't matter. They run the weigh stations. They ain't going in them weigh stations. It's like, what good's that to do? Hey, they can't even put them out of service there for not speaking English. What the hell's ICE going to do? Ooh, look at that profile. Y'all see that profile? Damn it, boy. Double Down Trucking says, I've seen a brokerage on Truckstop called Fly By Night Brokerage. They actually have a good credit, though, a B rating. There's a company up by me called Fly By Night Trucking. They got, I don't know, they got quite a few trucks. Fly By Night Trucking.
Whew, I'm getting hot. I didn't realize how hot I was till I kicked on the APU.
Yeah, you hot dog.
I took all them boner pills, you know what I'm saying?
I noticed you were turning green.
Yeah. I like to push my junk up under me when I sit. That way it's like foreplay.
Sit down on it?
Yeah. Let's see. Ralph says, they talk about ICE at the weigh stations. Yeah, we went over that earlier. It don't do no good because the illegals don't stop at the weigh stations.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's the middle of summer. There ain't no ice at the weigh station.
Exactly. Double Down Trucking says, I seen a brokerage on Truckstop. Okay, you didn't read that one. If the government is going to mandate ELD, the government should be the only one providing the ELDs.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
But they know who the bad players are too.
Yeah.
They could fix that as well.
So the video of the guy in the weigh station getting the English proficiency test, he says he's a team. And the officer says, well, does your teammate speak English? I would have said, go get that sumbitch. Let me see him.
Yeah.
Let me see if he's for real. Because I guarantee you that sumbitch ain't got a teammate. And, I can't guarantee it, but I got a suspicion that that's a bunch of bullshit. There is no teammate, and it's all a bunch of bullshit. Six Emperor says, I did a U-turn at your mama's house. Come on. We're not talking about the weird sexual position where she puts a double-ended dildo both ends in your ass. Isn't that what a U-turn is?
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You and your brother-in-law.
Put some wheels on it and roll it over to me. We're just kidding. Six Semper Tyrannus is in the house. Come on with it. Clint Carr says, seen they sell MC on Marketplace. Also, they need to do what they did in Illinois after CDL buying banned the state CDL holders. Yeah. I'm not against that. I'm not against it. Get rid of all this illegal shit. Like
it's just literally everything. There's not one aspect of this that isn't being scammed.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not. I won't even post my truck on DAT because the last couple of times I did it, I almost got my identity stolen. Because if some bitches go through there, if I don't post, they don't know I exist, right?
Yeah.
But there's people that have a subscription. Their only reason is to scam. So you post your truck on there, then they can see your name, your address, your phone number, your email, who your insurance company is. They have much of the formula to spoof you.
Yeah. Damn it. Chief Ray Holler made it in. Hey, Chief Ray Holler, you down here in the recliner? I'm down here in Georgia. I'm gonna go over there and keep your recliner warm for you later. Good evening, everybody. Alex L says, I swear those Jamie Lee hangers are bigger than the last time I saw them.
They're like fine wine, better with age. Until it just turns at the end and just will poison you and kill you.
Oh, wait. I thought you was going to say they're like a rough cut lumber wood trust. They start out nice and sturdy, but
Too much
over
weight on them, they'll sag it in the middle.
60 years later, they're pretty saggy. Yeah, I couldn't even focus on her boobs. I mean, that damn wrinkled mouth had me all kind of tore up.
I'm gonna need to check your man card after that statement.
If she would have just went one time, took her tongue and wet her lips and went, oh man, I'd have been done. Barry says, "Oh my God, wrinkle mouth, you're killing me." Hey, I noticed certain things. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Couple more years. Jamie Lee Curtis gonna look like Tony Curtis.
Oh man. In a few more years, she won't be pulling down her shirt to show you. She'll be pulling up her shirt to show you. Oh, Beer Gut Boomer says, damn, that was bad. Yeah, sorry about that. 18 Wheeler says, I'm worried about Omar Singh DIY. He says, in his future in trucking. Will he be okay?
Oh, they're back. They're back with a vengeance.
Surge transportation and whatnot. Scott Rowland says, where is DIY Rooney at?
He got the night off. Tonight is angry DIY.
Fired up. Like the way says Giga Chat. Yes, exactly. Ralph says Secretary Marco Rubio, effective immediately, we are pushing all issuance of work visas for commercial truck drivers, increase number of foreign drivers. Yeah, I think everything a government politician says is a bunch of bullshit. Frankly,
and if you start seeing it all over the news that they're doing it, there's more reason to believe they're not doing it, because what they say is, hey, look at we're doing. Look at
exactly.
Look at, we've put 1,200 people out of service for not speaking English when there's 400,000 of them.
All right, yeah, I don't go for them. Them politicians piss me off. Chief Ray Holler says, man has ice water in his veins. I've heard after the bridge incident, he's been in 2 fatal crashes before the Florida incident.
They've proven that wasn't him. The bridge incident wasn't him. It was the same name. Yeah, it's a different guy.
Okay.
I don't know about the fatal crashes. I didn't hear nothing about that, but the bridge was another Harbinger singer or whatever. That's a very common name, like Joe Jones, John Jones.
Yeah, they're all named Singh over there. They only got one last name in India, and it's Singh.
I heard, I have no way of knowing if this is true. The reason for that is because they don't have last names. So like it's a thing that they do for a last name.
Okay.
Like it's a culture thing not to have a last name, but I don't know exactly how that works. That's what I heard.
Okay. Well, technically, if you just had the first name, it would still be your last name, right?
Yeah. It's first and last. Middle.
Oh, the semantics. Ralph's Trucking says, I haul mostly chicken. We still have them. Yeah, no doubt. Tyson got all them chickens. Scott CFH, how you been? Yeah, Chief Ray Hauler. Scott says, been running like a fool the last 8 weeks, averaging 3,400 miles a week, DIY.
Damn it.
Scott Rolla looking for a job? Question mark?
No, we already talked. He's doing great. Scott Rolla, I brokered a load from your company today, yesterday for the first time ever.
Okay. Like the way says, so true. OTR trucking equals pain in the ass. It can. Scott says, I aspire to be like Cash when I grow up. Woo! I want to be like you when I become a kid again. That's for damn sure. Hell, I want to be like me when I grow up. Had a girl tell me she loved me the other day. I said, hell, I love me too.
Nah.
I don't see why you wouldn't love me. I mean, damn, what are we doing here?
Your sister always does say nice things.
Come on, DIY. You had to kill the joke. How'd you know it was her?
She tells me the same thing.
Oh, yeah, shit. Come on. You got your credit score's too good for that. Come on.
She said, but to me, she says it like, I love you.
Oh, DIY. Are you saying you Jamie Lee Curtis, my family members?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her cheeks are like the jowls on a tired dog.
Ah. Ah. I was thinking like
They hang loose like a wizard's sleeve.
my grandfather's catcher's mitt that he gave me 35 years ago. And then I never put any more oil on after he gave it to me. I just put it up on a shelf and got it out the other day and opened it up, and I was
Were your
like,
balls in it?
no, I was pretending I was Jamie Lee Curtis. I was going, hello, everybody. Okay. Okay. I'm surprised you didn't see that one coming.
I didn't see that one coming. You got that one past me.
Oh,
like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball into Jamie Lee Curtis's mouth.
Oh man. Like the way he says, cost me a bundle trucking. Yes, trucking is expensive. Unless
just don't get insurance and don't fix the truck and
Dodge Way Station.
Why bother with permits and
18-wheeler says Night Swift bought Act on the East Coast, Midwest Motor Carriers, and another company on the West Coast, all three in a package deal. No, I'm pretty sure those were separate deals. Because Midwest Motor Carriers was not at the same time as Act.
They're up by Minneapolis, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah. Swift is working on an LTL network, but boy, they've really pumped the brakes on it. You know, they were hot and heavy there for a while, and I wonder if they just got what they needed, or if the market just ain't good enough, or what it is. Chief Ray Holler says that's bareback bear's hat. It's like Brokeback Mountain. Okay. Sussant says yes, you can give them an English proficiency test.
Sushant, it just dawned on me. We said team drivers should be pissed. You know who should really be pissed at all this is the dudes that came here the right way. And maybe they built a business. Some of these guys that came here with nothing and built a trucking company to 50 trucks and do everything the way they're supposed to with workers' comp and taking care of the equipment, paying their taxes, running legal. Those are the people that should be screaming the loudest about this, because you know what? Them freaking people are ruining it for people like you. You're going to suffer for this, man. And they're going to ruin it for everybody. If you come here, the American dream, freaking bring your family, make it the right way like the rest of us, good on you, man. But all you immigrant truckers that did everything the right way, you ought to be screaming the loudest. You ought to be leading this charge to get these people the hell out of here.
Yeah. Aaron says, between the curtains being pulled and the feet on the dash, what's going on? They're rolling dildos back and forth the floor to each other.
Problem is that floor is textured and it keeps getting stuck.
Texture with white, I'd say. You got to watch that hole in the floorboard too.
Like Wally?
Yeah.
Am I the only one on this freaking planet who just can't get enough of the Wally videos? That's like a day without a new Wally video is like just a sad day.
Yeah, nobody likes Wally. It gets horrible views, and then people complain about it. They're like, "Why are you doing this?" And I'm like, "Because I like it. That's why."
I can't get it. He does it for me. I can't get enough of it.
These are for DIY semi.
These people don't understand humor.
Chief Holler says, I'm in Mayberry. Well, golly. Scott says, nothing like Parkinson Patty at the nursing home. Oh, damn it. That's John says, is it worth being an owner operator anymore? With freight cheap and the maintenance expenses are extremely high. No, it's not worth being an owner operator anymore. I don't recommend anyone else do it ever. No, I mean, it depends on what you want, how you want to run, and what you're doing. I mean, if you want to be home every night, it could be rough, like unless you find something that works. If you need to be home every week, it could be rough unless you find something that works. The key to it is you gotta know what you want, and you got to work towards it. Because if you just become an owner operator to, lease on to a carrier that doesn't help you in any way and just turns you loose on the spot market, you're going to have a rough life right now.
And, I've learned a lot from, obviously this is small scale compared to these bigger carriers, but just having, total of 30 people run through here. Some of them are still here. Obviously, I'm just 30 people total as owner operators. There's a lot of common denominators, man. And one of the things is some guys that get into it thinking this is just automatic money and I'm not going to work as hard and I'm going to go home every weekend, or, I'll make more money. I don't have to work as much, man. You're going to work harder. And if you don't, you're going to fail. Like, you're in business now. Just because every load goes past the house doesn't mean stop at the house for 2 days and deliver it on Monday. Like, maximize.
Yeah.
Hammer some shit out. Like, it's right there for you. Take it while it's there, because it ain't always going to be there.
Yeah. Ultimately, if your ambition is to work less and be home more,
don't do it.
You should look for a local company job. It's just what it is.
You could get to that point, but you don't start at that point. Like, you might get, after you've been doing this, an owner operator for 20 years or 25 years. Yeah, you might be home more because you got some stuff figured out, probably got some equipment paid for, you learned a lot, you're efficient as all get out. Man, you don't start that way. Like, you got to go get after it.
Something I've noticed from just the people that I know that become owner operators, do you know the one deciding factor in whether they make it or they don't, or they're happy with it, or they give it up in a year or 6 months? The number one factor is their home expenses.
Yes, and I'd go just a little bit further with that. I was saving that for a video. Thanks for blowing it for me. But come on, that's what she said. Your relationship with and your ability or lack thereof to handle money.
Yeah.
That is the number. It ain't got nothing to do with the truck. It's nothing to do with the carrier. It's nothing to do. You can overcome bad fuel. People make great livings with 379s getting 4 miles a gallon. People make great livings with bad companies. It's not.
Yep.
It's you, how you handle your money.
Yeah.
It is the number one thing. And anybody who doesn't believe that, you get yourself in the situation to deal with other people, and time will prove it out for you.
Yeah.
Time will prove that to be true every single time.
Yeah.
If you were good with money before you became an owner operator, you're going to do well as an owner operator.
Yep.
If you're becoming an owner operator because you think you're going to make more money and get your financial life straightened out and pay off your bills at home, you're not.
Yeah.
You're just compounding your failure.
Yeah.
Compounding your problems. More money won't fix your problems because you're not handling money right in the first place.
Chief Holler says guys take Sing and the ladies take a different name. Okay, there we go. Culture and you truck drivers tonight. X-Load 3D made it in. What's up, brother? Thanks for coming in. Ralph's Trucking says the load stuffed chicken, Portland, Maine to Eden, Oklahoma, 1,800 miles. There you go. Cheap Fair Hauler says DIY is correct. They don't have a last name, so Sing is a perfect replacement. Everyone has the same name and no documentation. This is surely going to go well for the United States. Yeah, for real.
Honestly, I hate to say this, but there's a lot of things in this we ain't even talked about, and you don't want to. But if this shit keeps going down this road, the next 9/11 in this country is going to be done from trucking. I guarantee you.
Damn.
Think about all the things that these people could do that aren't supposed to be here. They have intimate knowledge of our whole supply chain, storage, access to sensitive facilities.
Yeah, rolling down the road every day.
The last one. Well, you want to spread a plague or an epidemic? Have a truck driver just travel the country touching doorknobs.
Oh, okay.
That shit'll travel quick.
I thought you were going to say get Bill Gates behind it and fund Anthony Fauci, and that's how you do it. But
it's the second fastest way. They could have done better the first time.
Hey, that was practice. That was a practice run. Chief Ray Holler says, I'm out here pulling this $something a mile freight and loving it. Hell yeah.
You can't make no money less than $4 a mile.
Hell no, man. Scott says, DIY, I hope they do you good. I know that they do a lot of other carriers pulling our trailers. There you go. There you go. That was Scott Rolla. Boomer says, I'm going to be graduating CDL school in November. What's the best way to make money in the industry starting out?
Get in the back row
Go.
of the truck stop and pull out all your teeth and work some wrinkles around your mouth.
draw in some wrinkles around your mouth like Jamie Lee Curtis, and every trucker will go wild for it. I was going to say get a big bottle of pills and sell them individually. That's always a good way to go. You know, buy in bulk. Yeah, sell individually. You know, do your research, get down past the Google search of carriers and companies, and just find a carrier to start out. And figure out, kind of think about what you want to do. Do you want to be over the road? Do you want to be local? Like, because I know a lot of guys that started out over the road and gave up on trucking, and then 3 years later found an LTL company or a local company and went and worked there and been doing it for 20 years. So figure out what you want to do, and just know when you start out, when you have zero experience, most carriers are the same, and don't lease a truck from them.
And don't watch the YouTube bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's contrived. They're trying to make money to make up for their horrible lease purchase they got themselves into. Don't go buying a truck or lease purchasing a truck to even figure out if you want to be driving a truck.
Yeah.
You come right out of CDL school, your first job, you might find out you hate this. Why would you want to be tied to a $180,000 truck payment? Just drive somebody else. Make your mistakes with somebody else's truck, for crying out loud.
Yes.
You're going to get lost. You're going to burn extra fuel. You're going to hit something, as small or as large as it might be. Make your mistakes with somebody else's.
I will say this. The best way to make money in trucking starting out is to take the time and learn trucking. Watch what's going on around you. Look at the companies that are, treating drivers like shit, and don't give them nothing. Don't go work for them.
Try to learn absent of technology. Like, you're never going to learn your way around this country if you just follow a GPS. Get yourself an atlas. Shut that GPS off once in a while. Learn to read road signs.
Yeah.
Study the map. Learn to drive a manual transmission. Learn about a little bit mechanical stuff. Just a little bit.
Learn what the parts on the truck are is a good starter.
Learn if a wheel seal goes out, it can burn your damn truck down.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get mad at the DOT because they put you out of service because you got oil on your brakes.
Technology is crippling people.
Yeah. I seen a YouTube video of a girl the other day, and the little rubber plug on the brake chamber.
Oh,
not the butt plug. That's a different video I was watching.
Okay.
But the little rubber plug where you undo, you cage it. That was popped off, and she was like, I don't know if I should take that to the shop or not to get that looked at. And I'm just like,
you could.
I would. Hell, I would call roadside if it was me. I think that was the comment I left on the video. You should call roadside. It's like, learn the parts of the truck.
Under there and looking.
No, she had a massive air leak. She had a blown out tire, and she was, she only was back there because the tire inflation light wouldn't go off.
Okay.
I'm not giving her any credit. This was not somebody that I thought I wouldn't want them driving my truck. I'll put it that way.
Did she perhaps have a parrot on her shoulder?
Not Coco Beware.
No.
18-wheeler says, hauling a chicken load from Maine to Oklahoma for $1,800. No, it's 1,800 miles.
$1,800.
Yeah. So yeah, Ralph works for Tyson. So that's an 1,800 mile run. Xlo 3D says, hey, I've been wondering, does anyone else have the fear of pooping into the back of their shirt? We call that a Hindu hammock.
Hey, fear. I look fear in the eye every day. I'm not saying that may or may not have happened even recently, but we ain't scared. Absorbent socks is the key.
I like to perch on the guardrails. Y'all know me. I like to get up there like a damn crow on a guardrail and just take a liquid shit right off a guardrail. It's like when you're at the truck stop and they got the big bottle of coffee creamer and you squirt that creamer into your cup. You know, just one motion. You know, you hit it hard and just. That's yeah. There's your visual. Scott says, Boomer, best way to make money out here is OnlyFans. Come on. It sure as hell ain't live shows anymore, DIY. Let me tell you that.
No super chats and whatnot.
Hell no. An hour and 40 minutes, and I ain't even making minimum wage at this. So Stan says he is pissed about it, DIY. He is.
Well, Susan, how about this? Start yourself a Facebook group, or start yourself a group, lead it, or let somebody else lead it, and start being vocal about it. Start drawing people on your side and drawing attention to, hey, some of us are good. You know, spearhead that cause. What the hell?
Exactly. Xlo says, don't worry, DIY. Illegal immigrants don't exist anymore. They've solved the problem. Don't worry. Barry says, oh my, that explains the dildo tossing in the WNBA. Can I just be honest with you? When is someone going to throw a suction cup dildo and land and stick the landing? I mean, come on. They're throwing all these dildos, but they need the one with the suction cup on the bottom and throw it end over end and just right on center court. Just anybody? Stick
it to the backboard.
Oh, that would be amazing too. That would be epic. DIY, send me $10. Come on, you freeloading wrinkle mouth bastards. Yes. You Jamie Lee Curtis mouth bastards. Is that did I permanently stick that thought into anybody's head?
As soon as this live show's over, I'm going looking at Jamie Lee Curtis pictures on the internet.
Yeah, please do.
By myself, I might add.
Let me Google search that real quick. Jamie, how you spell that? Jamie Lee Curtis. Curtis. How you spell wrinkle mouth? Yeah. There you go. Does that work for anybody?
Holy jeepers. I didn't see that coming. Can we scroll down a little bit? Oh, you just...
Sorry. Come on, DIY. Don't you want to stare? Don't you want to rub your wet fingertip around my wrinkle mouth?
There we go. That's the Jamie Lee Curtis I know.
The wrinkle mouth is spreading.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody, you're welcome. You're welcome. John's got a good idea. Start my own lumping company. Yeah, until the mafia that runs Capstone comes and kills us all.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I'm about done here, DIY. You got anything else you want to add to this program before we hop off here?
Just seeing if there's any good comments here. Probably a bunch of them.
None of them are attached to super chats, so
that's the thing. See,
yeah.
That's the thing. None of them are in.
That's why I'm not.
Colors.
That's why I'm not highly motivated to read them right now. But we're out of here, everybody. Go check out DIYsemi.com. Subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. Come check me out on Facebook. Over 30,000 followers on Facebook now, so you've missed the bandwagon to get in on the ground floor of that. But thanks, everybody, for watching. Yeah, I think I did. Thanks for coming in, DIY.
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad the Diddy you didn't get hung up in the Diddy trial any worse than you did. And next time we'll do this on your channel so we can do the thing, the double stream, the simulcast.
If I get sequestered.
Exactly. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We much appreciate it. Have a great day out there, and smash that like button for me if you could. Thank you.
See you.
Do you need to save money by not idling your truck? Of course you do. That's why I'm introducing you to Zero Breeze today.